Is it now the time to buy or sell a house in Farmville, North Carolina?
We do these market updates for you every single month so you can understand what by the numbers, if this is the time to buy, is it a time to sell, what is going on right here, right now, because what's happening in the national news is one thing, what's happening in the local news is quite another, and that's what we try to give you, the real figures of what's happening in Farmville.
Hi everyone, this is Alan Victoria Pindell, local real estate agent in Pitt County, North Carolina. If you are thinking about leaving or moving to Farmville, North Carolina, stay tight because we wanted here to talk about housing market and give you some insight.
Okay, so let's just jump right into the numbers. So active homes, which are homes for sale in Farmville, in the beginning of November, because we just looked at the previous months, on October, 14. September, last month before that, was 11. Last year at this time, it was 12, which is actually up 16.7%. But don't forget, with small places like Farmville, small numbers will have big percent changes.
Exactly, and if you're looking at also the buying the homes, also you need to pay attention of the pending homes that went under the contract and then close in the 30 days mark. And saying that in October 2024, this number was 4 homes in the market, 3 homes in September 2024, and 5 homes in October 2023, which put us at 20% decrease from last year to this year.
Okay, so what we also need to look at is recently sold in the last 30-day home, because this also gives us information. So I would say 4 the month in October, 5 in September, and 3 last year at this time, which then gives us an inventory rate. Inventory rate is active plus pending divided by sold, and this gives us a number. If it's under 6, it's considered a seller's market. If it's over 6, it's considered a buyer's market. And we've been doing these market updates for you every single month, all the time. And I can say after we've gone to this real estate conference that our numbers have really been much more blessings in Greenville and in Farmville and Ayden and Pitt County all together, because we've never really been too much into a strict buyer's market. It's always been a seller's market around here, and we're just going to look at these numbers and show you.
Of course, for you, if you are buying it, it's not a good
it's actually
idea.
It's a great idea because it's still at the 4s, it's not in the 0s. So
but we wanted to
talk about the numbers.
basically talk about more in details at what's going on.
But let's do the inventory rate. Actually is 4.5 months. The month before that was 2.8 months, and then last year at this time was 5.67, which means it's never been over 6, but it's kind of higher on the towards 6, which is a good thing for both people.
Exactly. And we wanted to give you more insight about average days on the market, what's going on in the inventory in depth, and also the rate of appreciation in this area to give you a whole picture if you wanted to make a decision to pull the trigger of buying or selling a property in Farmville, North Carolina.
Now, days on market is the very first number to talk about. Do you want to talk about the numbers?
Exactly. Days on the market also is super important because it tells you how fast the market is moving. And really, in these instances, the market is the house that is listed in the market and gets sold. This is the time that we are talking about. And if looking at the market, October 2024, this number was 126 days, and really got much more longer than September, which was just 34 days, and last year was just 53 days. Therefore, we had a really big jump, which is a good thing for you as a home buyer because you have more time to make decision and look at the options.
Now, when we talk about median list price and median sold price, this is very rarely the same house because we're talking about the median number, and the median number is the middle number in a spreadsheet. So we're looking at prices listed and prices sold, and this is again very rarely the same house. And in this situation, it's definitely not the same house, but I just want to kind of give you that because people do get confused and think, oh wow, such a deal. So with median list price, October 2024, which just happened, was $292. The month before that was $249,900, and last year at this time was $254,900. So it's actually up almost 15%.
As my wife said, these two are not really related to each other and is always the median number. And for the sold price in Farmville on October 2024, this number was $287,500, and September was $229,000 even. And last year this time was $339,900 with a bigger jump, which was 15.42% decrease from last year to this year.
Now, when we talk about price per square foot, when we talk about Farmville, there is no condos and there is no townhomes. We're really just talking about single-family homes. Now, with single-family homes, the pre-owned was $130 a square foot if you're just looking for a rough estimate of how much your home might be worth. What about brand new?
Exactly. For the brand new construction, it was 0.9 in October 2020. 0.4 and 0.7 in September 2024.
I said $151 a square foot is what you needed to say. He was giving you different completely numbers out there.
Yeah.
So it was $151 a square foot for brand new construction. Now, explain what those numbers are you just said.
Exactly. Therefore, I really jumped to the inventory. And inventory really wanted to deep dive more in details that how much of the market depends on this brand new and previously owned.
Right. Now, what are those numbers you just told us?
0.9 months for brand new construction in the month of October. In September was 0.7. Therefore, we had the increase of 28.75%. On the other side, we have the pre-owned home.
Pre-owned homes are kind of the drivers in Farmville. So it was 3.1 months of supply in October, 1.5 months the month before. So you can see in Farmville, it is more pre-owned homes.
Exactly.
What about the mean? What is mean?
Therefore, we wanted to talk about also mean home value, which basically average weight, and means that we get rid of the shack and mansion and gives you a median number, which also as indicator for appreciation rate in the market of the farm in North Carolina. And what is those numbers?
Okay, so in October it was $195,188. The month before that was $195,615. Last year at this time was $188,350. So it's actually increased year over year, which is generally considered that appreciation because we're looking at the mean, which is the max factor, not the factors. Max to other stance. I know I'll hold it off, but it is 3.6 months of supply.
Exactly. Therefore, right now, Farmville is one of the area actually in Pitt County that higher percent of the appreciation. Now, if you're looking at the rental market in Farmville, North Carolina, really got hot. Last year we were talking about $900, $1,000 rent, but right now we are talking about median rent of $1,350 in this area. And months over months we had just increase of $255 and year over year $150, which also tells us the market and rent is really hot there, and that could go up to $1,600 rent in Farmville, North Carolina.
Now, if you are thinking about buying a home, I talk about home buyers, he talks about home sellers all the time, but if you're thinking about buying a home, I would say there's a couple reasons. If you're paying $1,350, you're really paying someone else's rent. You have to live somewhere when you can't work anymore. So where are you going to live if not your own home? So it's always good to own your own home. Second thing I want to say is in your financial best interest to own a home as well. This way, you're paying off something that you're going to live in when you retire. At the very minimum, it's shelter. But more than that, it can also be used as a piggy bank. People do it all the time. They upgrade their homes, upgrade their lives. Or you can just look at it as a solid financial investment to where you're paying something off and it is becoming some more of a financial asset in your assets corner.
Exactly. Therefore, if you're home sellers in Farmville, North Carolina, and looking at the number is still by the inventory rate, we are in the seller's market. We are 4.5 months of the inventory rate, less than 6 months. And also, as we said, the houses actually appreciated in this market 3.6% from last year to this year. And as we said, the majority of the market belongs to the pre-owned home, which gives you more leverage. I wanted to mention that if you are moving or living in Farmville, Farmville, and you need help, you really need to get in touch with us, Alan Victoria Pinder, local real estate agent, and we are here to help you. Watch all of our playlists. We give you complete guide of the moving to the area. We love to connect with you. And don't forget to subscribe in our channel. See you next time.